Hello children, hope all of you are fine. Once again, I welcome back everyone to our computer class. So children, are you learning at your home? Keep on learning, okay? Every day I am sending your computer videos so that you can read continuously, okay? So, we are learning our lesson 2, that is parts of a computer, okay? So, we have learned about our hardware and software and some hardware parts of our computer. Okay, what are the hardware parts we have learned? About the monitor, CPU, keyboard, then our mouse, printer, modem. I hope you all of you have understood. Okay, children. So, what is our hardware? Hardware is that part of a computer that we can see and touch. Okay, but software is that part of a computer that we cannot see and we cannot touch. Hardware parts are our monitor, CPU, mouse, keyboard, etc. And our software parts are, these are some programs, okay, which are made by some set of instructions. With that software, our hardware cannot work. So children, we have learnt about our monitor, which is an output device where we can see whatever we will type through our keyboard. It displays our words, pictures, tables, graphs, numbers, films, so many things. Then we have learnt about our CPU, which is the brain of a computer, and it is our processing device because it processes the information whatever given to the computer and displays the output. In CPU, we have learnt about our arithmetic and logic unit, then our control unit and our memory unit. Then children, we have learnt about our keyboard. Keyboard is on our input device, okay, and it is used to enter different types of data into a computer. And I have told you children, that is the most important thing is the most popular keyboard today we are using is QWERTY keyboard. It is called QWERTY because of the order of the letters in the first row of the letter keys. I hope you all of you have understood. Then we have learned the different types of keys in our QWERTY keyboard. Okay, those are our typing keys, which includes alphabet keys, number keys, punctuation keys, symbol keys, etc. Then our control keys, then function keys, some special keys also we have learned, and numeric and navigation keys. So children, hope all of you have understood. If you have system at your home, please practice so that you can easily type. Then we have learnt about our mouse. Mouse is also on our input device because we are giving input through our mouse. And I have shown you where you will do right click, where you will do left click on your mouse, and at mid your scroll wheel is there, which you are using to move up or down your page on the monitor screen. And another important work also I have told about the drag and drop. Okay, how will you do it? You have to click the object that you want to move, then keep the left key or left button pressed and drag the mouse to move the object wherever you want. After that, you release the left button. Now the object will be in your new place. Like this, you will use your mouse. Then children, we have learnt about our printer. It is an output device. Okay, whatever you want to take output, you give the command in your monitor screen, then you will take the output through your printer. You will get hard copy. Then I have taught you about the modem. Modem means modulator and demodulator. About this you will learn in your higher class. But for the timing, you just remember that modem is also a device which is used to exchange information over telephone lines. And the most important thing is it connects one computer to other computers through the internet. Okay, children? So, today we will read our CD-ROM or DVD. So, children, see, this figure is your CD-ROM. It is a device that stores information outside the computer. Okay, for that reason, it is an external storage device. Have you seen this type of object? You might have played with it, isn't it? Sometimes in your computer book also you have got this CD-ROM. Okay, then you can play it to know about more. One CD-ROM can store a large amount of information, okay, such as books, songs and pictures. Your whole computer book can be kept in one CD-ROM. A DVD can store much more data than a CD-ROM. Okay, some special software is used to store data on a CD-ROM or DVD. So children, these are some figures of your CD-ROM or DVD. Okay, like this you will insert this device into your laptop. Okay children, I hope all of you have understood about your CD-ROM. Then we will learn about our pen drive. Children, have you seen this type of device? Your parents might have used these things. This is our pen drive. Okay. A pen drive is a lightweight and handy storage device. Means you can take anywhere else and you can keep it inside your pocket. It is very easy to use. Just plug the pen drive into the USB port and start using it. Okay children, so these are some devices we have learnt in our computer. This is also a type of pen drive and it is having different data. This is our 16 GB pen drive. Okay, so it can store more amount of data. I hope you all of you have understood about these hardware parts. When you store the output of your work on the hard disk or a CD-ROM, it is called a soft copy because you are keeping it inside your computer. Okay, we can see this output only on the monitor. But when you will take printout of this soft copy, then it will be changed into a hard copy. So children, have you understood what is your soft copy and hard copy? Okay, whatever the question papers you are getting during exam time, that is your hard copy. Okay, because you are getting the printed papers. But whatever the data is stored in our monitor, you can only see it, that is our soft copy. So children, I hope all of you have understood up to this. Next class, we will learn about our software. So this hardware part is already completed. Here we have learned some input device, output devices, then our storage devices. Okay children? So keep on learning at your home. Stay safely. Thank you.